Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So, I think I found a reason why crypto seems to pump and why Bitcoin is also on its way up. Well, there's a couple reasons, but I do think I have something. I do have something and I want to share with you guys. So, thanks for tuning in. Let's get started. As always, 2 streams every day, 11:30 and 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to be notified. And follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and check out all the latest news, articles, and guides on CryptosRUs.com. And I do have a special reveal for you guys too that I think you'll really love. All right, welcome guys. Welcome as always. Things are looking pretty darn good, depending on what you're looking at. All right, so starting with Bitcoin, 45.7. Again, a little bit lower than yesterday. Overall, Bitcoin is holding strong, and you may be wondering, what do you mean this is pumping Bitcoin? Bitcoin's not pumping today. I mean overall, why Bitcoin is heading higher and why it'll continue to go higher, but that's what I'll tell you about that, but also what's driving crypto. There's a lot of altcoins recently that's been pumping up tremendously. And I think I found a reason. So Bitcoin is still kind of going sideways a little bit. We have been through many periods where Bitcoin just goes sideways, even down a little bit. Remember, we just came off a 2-month period where Bitcoin was just basically doing nothing, right? Maybe we do that again right before 50,000, or we'll see that movement to 50,000 by the end of this week. It's still early. Right now, Bitcoin is going sideways, but in the meantime, oops, I just closed my live coin watch. I don't want to do that. In the meantime, you could see that a lot of altcoins have started moving tremendously. For example, Solana has been on an absolute tear. It finally came down a little bit, 3% today, but it was up like, I don't know, 50% yesterday. And you have many other movers that's also doing the same or have done the same, right? And Ethereum have done it, Cardano have done it today. I think Terra is still doing it. Where's Terra? I saw Terra is on fire today, and there's many others that are doing it. I mean, it just seems like it's random, but is it really? No, I don't think so. So before I get to that, what's going on with Bitcoin? Why is Bitcoin doing well? Well, I mean, this one headline pretty much tells you all you need to know. 90% of Fidelity of their biggest clients, okay, the ones with the most money, is asking about Bitcoin. This is why Bitcoin's pumping. This is why Bitcoin's going up and why it'll continue to go up. Because it's a new asset class that all the big boys want a piece of right now. They all want a piece. Okay? Maybe they don't buy as quickly as retail investors and FOMO in all at the same time. But they're all looking at it right now. And it's not just for Fidelity. It's from other investment firms, other banks. This is why JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, and others are also allowing their clients to get Bitcoin exposure, because all the biggest companies out there and investment funds and family offices and countries are all looking to get a piece of Bitcoin. So I think this is really a telling story. This headline, is a really telling headline. Hey, Bitcoin is not going to go away. There may be volatility, but it's not going to go away, and it's only going to get stronger, which is why we all need to continue holding Bitcoin. And just to give you a reminder, hey, Walmart is getting involved with crypto, with Bitcoin. Same thing with Amazon, same thing with Apple. So it's not just the VC firms. It's not just investment firms and family offices, but it's also some of the biggest tech giants and giants of the world too. They all want exposure to Bitcoin and crypto. So this is the reason why Bitcoin continues to go up. Now, something else about Bitcoin, Mark Cuban seems to have done a 180. You know, Mark Cuban was so bullish on Doge, but now he's like, well, Bitcoin isn't worse than Doge. I mean, Dogecoin isn't better than Bitcoin, but they both have their place. So it seems like he's starting to turn a corner, or this was all a ploy. I don't know. But he just started tweeting out. I mean, he was still answering about Doge, but now he says Doge is not better than Bitcoin. Interesting. Does that mean that Mark Cuban holds a ton of Bitcoin? I would not doubt that. I would not doubt that at all. He says he only has $500 worth of Doge. But who knows? He may have $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. It's the same thing with Elon. Elon, during the B-Word conference, the same thing. Even though he loves pumping Doge, he's like, I hold a lot more Bitcoin than I do of Doge. And same thing even with Ethereum too. But anyways, don't be sleeping on Bitcoin. That's, I guess, the moral of the story. All right. Also, I saw this. So I thought this saga was over. I thought that Poly Network recovered all the funds, but apparently not. The hackers are not these white hat hackers that they claim to be, or others are painting them to be. Like, oh, you know, we're just returning all the funds. We did it for fun, and we're going to help you improve your security or your protocol. It seems like they haven't turned over the key to get access to all the funds. So it seems like they're holding out and they're just rambling on about other stuff. I guess this is not done. This is not done. I thought this was a done deal, that Poly Network already received the remaining like 300 million or something like that. But no, it just seems like they sent it all to a wallet. They gave one of the key to Poly Network, but then they didn't give the other final key because it's a multi-sig key. And now they're considering the 500,000 bounty that the team has offered. Originally, they said they didn't want it. Now they're considering it. So they're still toying with Poly Network. It's unfortunate because the people that are waiting to receive or recover their funds is still hurt by this. So I don't know. I just brought this up because I thought it was a done deal, but it's really not. All right. So let's get to the real reason. The real reason why some of these altcoins have been pumping up to the moon. And sometimes it just seems like, hey, it's just doing it randomly, right? There's really no rhyme or reason. There's no big announcements. There's no exchange listing. Sometimes they're just going up. Well, I started putting two and two together, and I started to research more into why Solana has pumped up so much within a very, very short amount of time. So I'd like to show you guys this. This came out last month. NFT sales volume surged to 2.5 billion in the first half of 2021. And we know for the first half, yes, the market was really hot, but in the last few months of that first half became really weak. Despite that, 2.5 billion in NFT sales. And I found this new website, nonfungible.com, that shows you the sales volume within the last 10 or top 10 project within the last 7 days. Just last week, there's some new project called Art Blocks, and it just seems to be a random scribbles of art. Okay, and it doesn't even make any sense, but it has attracted $51 million worth of sales. 51 million. CryptoPunks, another 28 million. There's something else called Bored Ape Yacht Club at 19.6 million. And it goes on and on and on. Even Gary V's V-Friends, which everyone thought was a joke, is starting to draw in big bucks. 2.8 million within the last 7 days. And if you look at how much these are going for, it just blows your mind. For example, on V-Friends, these are the top sales, and you can see here's one that sold for 30 ETH, 84,000. Here's two, 29.5, and it looks like the same one got resold before for 26.9. Here's another one for 24 ETH, 20.5 ETH. And I remember when VFriend came out, I was looking at it, they were like for $500, or some were like $100, some were even cheaper than $100. And now they're going for 80,000. Not everyone's 80,000, but they're going for tens of thousands. You look at CryptoPunks, I mean, this is insane. You had one sell for 300 ETH, $846,000 for this. 255 ETH, 249 ETH, and rounds up the top 6 here at 147 ETH. This is insane, insane. What about art blocks? This is what I was talking about. This is like crazy. Look at this one. This one sold for 750 ETH. $2.1 million. What is this? It's I don't even know what this is. Like a snake or something. And it sold for 2.1 million. 2.1 million. Let that sink in. 2.1 million for this. People that are in NFTs are just way too rich. Way too rich. Board Yacht Club. Here's one that sold for 1.1 million. 400 ETH. Wow. See, remember I said, you know, if you want to hustle and you want to get some side cash, you know, one of the great ways has to be flipping NFTs. I mean, these are just insane. These are insane. But anyways, what's my point to this? What's my point to this? Well, look at this. I saw this morning. OpenSea sales. Well, OpenSea, of course, is the biggest NFT marketplace for Ethereum versus ETH's price. Do you see a correlation here? You see a correlation. Someone, Satoshi says, we had a VPunk sold for 342,000 vets. Well, maybe mine will sell for 342,000, the one that you gifted me. But do you see a correlation here? I think you guys do, right? The sales for NFTs, as it goes up, guess what? It's happening with Ethereum's price. It's also going up, right? So does this mean that the entire market of ETH right now, basically, is driven just by NFT sales? I don't think 100%, but I think it has a lot to do with it. A lot. When you see all these other NFTs, you know, that I just showed you guys, and much more going for millions and millions and millions. There's a lot of transactions, a lot of fees collected, right? Obviously, in the ETH's case, Ethereum's case, we have the EIP 1559 burning, and you have the beacon chain, and you have DeFi. Yes, but I think this definitely has a big a big part of Ethereum's rise, right? So NFTs, although a lot of you guys may not believe in it, but this could be the reason why so many projects pump. And you know why? What else makes me think about this is yesterday, why did Solana go up like 50% or 60% over the last 24 hours, right? I was looking at it, no big announcement. I mean, I tried to correlate with Mango Finance and other DeFi plays, you know, thinking that maybe people were excited. You know what it ended up being? What it ended up being? It ended up being this. Degenerate Apes NFT sales. This was what brought up Solana so much. Because people were aping into Degenerate Apes. Just like people aping into Chromie Squiggle. You know? I think this is the reason why Solana pumped up so much. I mean, now everything else I said was not true. I mean, Solana is still a fantastic project. A lot of good backers, a lot of DeFi, a lot of dApps within the ecosystem. But what really drove it up that much within such a short amount of time turned out to be NFTs. This is how hot NFTs are. And I do believe a lot of other projects, including even VeChain, now that they have NFTs, for retail people at least, I think this is a real big driver for a lot of projects out there. And this could be a trendsetter. So this could be something where we start, or at least I will, start paying attention to a lot of these new blockchains or blockchains that exist that is going to open an NFT marketplace, or that's going to introduce some hot NFT project. Because if so, you know, that could really be a catalyst to drive things forward and drive things higher in a big way. So NFTs, whether you like it or not, it is definitely having an effect on crypto, on altcoins specifically. And I don't think it's a bad thing, because ultimately, these guys are in NFTs. You may say, well, they're just buying some silly art. Well, they're making boatloads of money. Boatloads of money because people want them. There's an appetite for them. And this is why companies like Coca-Cola and others, and also movie studios and music producers. Audius, which has been really popular, they're in NFTs, and several other, celebrities and musicians. Everyone is trying to get a piece. Interesting. And look at this, even Alibaba. Alibaba is launching an NFT marketplace, but not for what you're thinking. Actually, for copyright trading. That's not what you would think an NFT is, but NFT is very expansive. You could pretty much do anything with it. So even Alibaba is getting involved. Now I started looking at, well, let me backtrack. So does this mean everything in crypto is driven by NFTs? No, that's not true. So I was looking at like someone like Luna, which has been going up for, for a week or two, or, actually, I take that back. Not for a week or two, for last month. It's pretty obvious, 285%, right? So I'm like, does Luna have an NFT marketplace? No. So not everything is driven by NFTs. Although if they did come out with an NFT marketplace, it'll probably be pretty big. But what's going on with Luna, just to give you guys an update, because this is a project I support, it looks like they're coming out with a new core. Okay, and this changes the way that fees are burned. In fact, they're going to take all the fees and give it back to the stakers. So there is going to be a new upgrade that's coming to Terra in the future. I don't know when, but a lot of people are very excited about this. Also, you have Wrap Luna, which is the ERC20 based Luna token that launched on Coinbase, which is really weird. This is the very first wrapped token, I believe, that launched on Coinbase, and this obviously tracks Luna. So people that can't buy Luna, they could go buy Wrap Luna, and this is going to have effect. And also, Luna's Terra USD is also listed on Coinbase. So this is also pretty good overall. So in Luna's case, or Terra's case, it's not because they have NFTs, but they do have a lot of other things going on right now. All right. Someone asked, does Cardano have NFTs? Not yet. I know. I just showed a ecosystem map of Cardano, and I'm sure there's an NFT project here or there. Maybe even SundaeSwap has NFT marketplace. Gerald Wallet, I don't know if that has an NFT marketplace within it, but I'm sure there is. But we have to wait until Goguen is done. Okay. All right. So lastly, special announcement just for fun. You know what? I decided to create my own NFT. Seeing how something like this can fetch $2 million, hey, why not? Why not? I get involved with NFTs. I told you guys I tried to partner up with several other projects. They weren't really prepared, or they weren't really interested in creating it. So I'm like, what the hell? I'm going to do it myself. Here we go. The IAmGeorge marketplace on OpenSea, and the very first NFT is out there. IAmGeorge number 0001. Why is it 001? Because rather than 10,000 like CryptoPunks or even VPunks or SoulPunks or any punks out there, rather than 10,000, there's only going to be 1,000. And it's going to be an 8-bit picture. Actually, this is a little bit more than 8, so it's even more special. Picture of my thumbnails, some of my favorite thumbnails during the last few years. Anyways, I have put it on OpenSea. So if you guys love NFTs and you love to support me, or you are a George, check it out. And let's see where this goes, and I will be periodically adding more. All right, so it's going to be my NFT experiment, first time, and we'll see how this goes. All right, guys, outside of that, let's do Q&A. Satoshi Milk, are you part of the team? Is that why you're so into VPunks? I'm just curious if you're still watching. What are the odds of VCs are creating NFTs and buying them for sales or fake interest? It could. But you keep buying it, and if there's no interest out there, then no one, they're gonna be stuck with all of their own NFTs, right? But I do know there's a lot of people that's involved, especially like VFriends, for example. I know Gary V jumps in He dives into anything that piques his interest, and he dived into NFT hardcore. I did not think VFriends was going to do well, and they're fetching like serious money right now. And he ties in with his V conference, so it's kind of smart that way. What do you think about Poly Launcher? Came out today. Seems like a launch pad, just like Card Starter for Polygon. I'll tell you this. These launch pads are great. No launch pad seems to pump. What pumps is the project that comes out of these launch pad. Promising projects that want to get out, you know, rather than have an ICO, they usually have an IDO. They go on the launch pad, and a lot of them do really well afterwards. But the launch pads themselves, none of them have really gained that much attention or traction. So I'm not into launch pads. Saber on Solana, 300 million TVL increased. So it's a DeFi play. TVL also has nothing to do with market cap, just so people know. I before wanted to equate like a market cap value to TVL, total value locked, but the two have, I mean, they're not correlated at all. DeFi cross-chain liquidity network. This is just like, isn't this just like Mango? Leading cross-chain stablecoin and wrapped assets exchange on Solana. Oh no, this is not like Mango. This is for wrapping and for stablecoins only. Yeah, this does not interest me at all. Anything that does with, I mean, anything with stablecoins doesn't interest me at all. Now, you may want to, looking at this crazy APYs, you may want to stake in it, but you don't need a Saber token to be staking, right? So, I mean, you look at this, USDT and USDC pool, you can earn 50% APY, but you don't need Saber token to participate. So, yeah, not really interested. Be fair says crypto's full of the dumbest names. Well, I don't know if I can disagree there. Harmony has done really well recently. They're having their $1 million hackathon that's about to kick off, so that's pretty cool. Someone says Wrap Bitcoin is on Coinbase. Okay, so I was wrong. Wrap Luna is not the first. Why is Omi not pumping more with Marvel launch? That's a good question. Well, there's a couple things. The token economics of Omi is not ideal. Okay, so you're buying gems within the VV app. So right now they're telling me that they plan on getting off of Go network, which is pretty much a dead network. They want to go on Immutable X and get into the Ethereum ecosystem. So once they do, they'll be able to integrate the token structure a little bit better. But right now, the way it works, it's not optimal. But as long as they continue to grow the VV app, grow Marvel series and others, right, and get people interested, it is definitely a project that will continue to do well. So. Walmart could pass Amazon and crypto boom. That's very far-fetched. I do not see that at all. Like, I know everyone I know uses Amazon to buy things. No one I know uses Walmart to use at least their online shopping, right? Maybe go to a store once in a while, but me personally, I don't like to go into Walmart. But, you know, like Walmart's trying to catch up to Amazon in terms of their online service, you know, to deliver goods and groceries to people's houses, and Amazon is just way better at it. I mean, even groceries, Amazon has Amazon Fresh and Whole Foods. I mean, it's just unstoppable. They're unstoppable. Jeff, I mean, if you want to do that, sure. Why not? Why not? If you think that's best for you, there's nothing I could say. If you want to do that, go ahead. Daily limit KuCoin, can you go over? No. I don't know what you're talking about. You mean like their daily withdrawal limit? It's a vague question. ADA NFTs are cnft.io. Let's see. Do they have their own token? Man, this is crazy too. Finger Monsters Golden, 25,000. Yeah. Well, there you go. There you go. You could buy a pepper spray NFT from Jet Chicken. Jet Chicken. Or 8 ADA. Okay, there you go. There is a NFT marketplace. All right, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Where do NFT fall into the 50, 25, 25 rule? I would say 25 in the small caps. The small micro caps, I think NFTs could fall into there. When you take profit, how do you adjust the balance of your portfolio? Well, I haven't yet, but I mean, you can adjust it however you want. Like right now, my BDC over here, the overall share is 43%, right? So if I wanted to take, say, some profit from Solana, which has been going up so much, when I sell, I use that to buy Bitcoin. You know, you could do it like that, right? Pretty easy way to do it. Any utility or special access to only one of your NFTs? No, usually you just store it in an Ethereum wallet. It depends on which network it is. But the Ethereum one, you can store on the Ethereum wallet, and that's it. There's a lot that stores. When is Steve from Voyager coming on the show? I don't know. He's too busy. He's too busy to come on the show. I have not heard back from him. Alchemist, I'm not a fan. I do not have my OnlyFans. I do not. I have not been working on it. I'm not a fan of ICP. I think there's better and more promising projects out there. Nexo is a reputable. It's been out for years. But out of the big three, obviously BlockFi, Celsius, and Nexo, I trust BlockFi and Celsius more. But Nexo, I know people that have used it for years. Best time to start staking? Anytime. You could do it anytime. You know, if you want to do native staking and power a project that you like Cardano, if you want to put in a pool, go ahead. Check out Swag Pool. If you want to do it for any other project like Energy, they have their own way to do it. You can run a master node, a node. If you want to do it with Ethereum, you could do liquid staking or native staking. Not native staking, but liquid staking for Ethereum 2.0. Yeah, native staking for 2.0 if you wanted to. There's so many ways to do it. Now, obviously, you could put it into a lending project like Aave or Compound, or you can put it with a lending company like BlockFi or Celsius. Many ways to do it, and there's no best time. King, I don't have a projection for B Pro. Spencer, James seems to think a lot of projects token economics are crap. And I don't know what his real reason is, but I've heard it about many projects, but a lot of them are not actually crap. And I think a lot of times he looks at it and compares it to competitors out in the space in the real world. Because I've been told that he said the same thing about VeChain. And that doesn't fall into token economics. So I don't know. What do you think of IoTX and all the IoT market? I think there's a lot of projects in IoT. I mean, any supply chain company or any supply chain project could be an IoT market. I remember, even VeChain with its scannable QR codes, devices. I mean, many supply chain companies have it already. So I don't know. IoTX, I think it's only pumped recently because of Coinbase Edition. Coinbase throws people off. People look at it and they're like, oh, it pumped 100% because of Coinbase. It must be good. Well, I mean, they've been around for so long and they haven't really changed. But it makes people think that it has suddenly has become better. Addy, I don't actually think the two relate, no. Last few questions. What's your thoughts on helium mining? I hear it very, very, very profitable if you could get a miner, but it's very, very hard. You have to wait months, and helium has been doing very well. Yeah, it's above $21 now. This is pretty good. Marcel, sure. Theta and T-Fuel price prediction. I don't have a price prediction. But Theta I like, and T-Fuel I like. They have onboarded some really serious enterprise nodes and enterprise companies. And their decentralized streaming platform is way above everyone else. Why is the price not going up? It has been going up. Things don't always go up forever. I mean, it's up 72% within the last 30 days. It's one of the best movers of the last 30 days. So you can't expect it to go up every single day or every single week. Be patient. And it's up 1,800% for year over year. Okay, so it is a fantastic project, and it will continue to do well. And they also have an NFT marketplace. Although their NFT marketplace, I do not like the direction of their NFT marketplace. Maybe their deal with Katy Perry will go better. Yeah, those are all pretty good projects. Abadala. All right, that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Not a big fan. Not a big fan of synthetics. You know, a lot of these synthetic tokens are deemed securities, so they're a little iffy. You should have Warner McDonald's have for NFT. See, the thing is, people think I'm not thinking. There's 1,000 that's coming out. What do you think is going to happen? Of course, I'm going to use some of my favorite thumbnails, okay? And I'm going to post them, but you got to wait. I can't put some of the best ones right away, right? But I think this one, the very first one, does have potential because it's the very first. Think about it, very first. Ravencoin I don't like because it's all about security tokens. Even on their page, they say we help people create security tokens. That's not what you want to hear. You want to see them say, hey, we help people create utility tokens, not we help people create security tokens. That gives me hesitation there. All right, guys, that is it. Thanks for tuning in. So why is crypto pumping, or what is the main thing? What was the main thing that's been pumping crypto? I think it has to do with NFTs. NFTs is just so hot, brings so much money. And as for Bitcoin, you know what? Everyone wants a piece. So this is why we need to stay in the game. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. As always, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys tonight, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right? Have a good one, guys.